It's Bridget and Brandon back again. This time we're going to do kind of like another review ranking type of thing, but this time we're talking about BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So BCAAs can be used in a number of different ways. You can either do it before your workout, during, or after. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. I've always been more of like a during type person because, of course, you know, owning a supplement store, I have my pre-workout, I have my post-workout. So I do kind of fill that gap in the middle time. And I feel like it does work really well to give you that extra energy going throughout your workouts, kind of helping with muscle recovery when you need to. And there are times I will do it later in the day as well, kind of just as something to sip on to get some extra benefits, maybe if I'm extra sore. Right. How do you usually use them?
You know, like you said, they're very versatile. There's times where I've done it after my workouts, especially for muscle recovery. But a lot of times, kind of like you said, I really like to throw it into a big gallon of water. I like to sip on it during my workout. It definitely helps, especially when you're really trying to stay hydrated.
Yes.
It helps to get that water in because sometimes you can get kind of sick of it, you know, just drinking it all day. Some of these are really tasty too, so I mean, it can be a really nice addition.
Yeah, where sometimes pre-workouts are kind of nasty, I would say BCAAs most of the time taste really good for the most part. But yeah, we're going to be just talking about some different ones that we've got, kind of our favorites. Like we said, the main thing they're going to do is help with muscle recovery, help with muscle soreness, help with muscle growth. Your amino acids are kind of the building blocks of protein, and the BCAAs are going to be leucine, isoleucine, and valine. So ones that, we'll talk about this a little bit more in the video, but ones that have leucine are going to be maybe a little bit more beneficial for muscle building and muscle recovery because that is kind of the main one out of the three. But yeah, we're going to talk about our first one.
First one I want to talk about is the Extend BCAAs. These are fantastic. Now, I've taken this a lot, you know.
Yeah, a lot of you probably have. They're extremely popular.
Yeah, they're very popular. The flavors are fantastic. That, like, first and foremost, I got to say, this blood orange, the Italian blood orange,
so good.
Extend BCAA, I could literally never get tired of.
Like, I can chug that. I fill up 28 ounces with one scoop and chug it.
Right, it's amazing. No, it really is. And one thing that I really like about this one is not only does it have a good ratio of the leucine, isoleucine, and valine, but they also have added in glutamine there, which really helps with muscle recovery, building back those muscles. They have a nice electrolyte blend in there to keep you hydrated, which is sort of how I use it during my workout in my gallon of water. So it's really nice to have those electrolytes in there. And then it also has a dose of citrulline malate. Citrulline will help a lot with blood flow. It'll give you a pump, circulation, everything like that. I really like it. I think the blend's very nice on this one.
Yeah, you know, you see something like this that you can find at a lot of places and you wonder if it's really good. Yeah, theirs actually is really good. And we do have good prices on it here too. I think our 30 serving one is what, like $25?
I think that's
something
right.
Like that.
Around that range.
So yeah, really affordable price too, especially because this is something people might be trying for the first time. Next one we're going to be talking about is an old classic that they actually recently brought back to the market. I was extremely excited about it because if any of you talked to me maybe like 2017 or 2016, I was a huge fan. It's the modern BCAA. So this, they kind of discontinued it. I think the company went over, but then they like got bought back for the BCAA specifically because they're so awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Really great stuff.
It's an 8-1-1 ratio, so those numbers is the ratio of leucine to isoleucine and valine. So the 8 being first means there's more leucine, which has been kind of like the best research and the most beneficial, I would say. So you know you're getting a little bit more out of it. This one's really cool because it's a 2-scoop serving, and that's for like a ton of BCAAs. That's for 15 grams. A normal one's like 6-7 grams. So a lot of times I would do 1 scoop. This guy will last you 2 months, $35.99. If you did want to do 2 full scoops, you could, and it's still a pretty good price, but you can make it last longer. And I would say the flavors are just like on point. I'm trying to remember. They're all good for what they are. If you're a watermelon person, this one's good. If you're a fruit punch person, the fruit punch is good. If you're blue raz, you know.
Exactly. Also, 0 sugar, 0 artificial colors.
That's
really
nice.
High quality product as well. And like she said, I mean, it's just loaded with the branched chain aminos.
Yeah.
It's an old school favorite that they've just now brought back. And I feel like a lot of you out there may not know that we have it back in. If you were an old fan, definitely come by and check it out. Stuff's great.
Yeah. Next one is something, I don't know if this is super well known or not, but I love it. It's the 5% Nutrition Rich Piana All Day You May. It's good stuff. And like a lot of times I do want to promote this one to people, but like let's say maybe they're like a middle-aged or older lady or something that's like, I just hate the packaging. It looks so bad. It's so unappealing. It's like you see Rich Piana's big ass arm on there and you're like, I don't know about that.
Right. They definitely market to their audience, but it kind of narrows down who their audience can be.
Yeah, and it's if I have the opportunity to talk to someone and tell them about it, I feel like I can kind of sell them on the benefits because it is like really loaded with good ingredients. But yeah.
This stuff, though, one thing that I will say about it that's really great, it is a 10-to-1 ratio of BCAA.
So even more than the modern.
Fully loaded. Rich Piana was actually pretty innovative in some of the amino acids that he's used in a lot of his products. So there are some amino acids in here that you won't see in other blends. Aside from the leucine, isoleucine, and valine. It has a full amino acid support blend with like other amino acids, L-taurine, stuff like that. They have they've got a joint support blend, an essential amino acid blend, and an intracellular buffer blend. So, I mean, you're going to get a lot of different stuff in this one that you might not see in another supplement. It also has MSM in there for joints. Great
Glucosamine.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. And the taste on these are really good.
They are.
I haven't tried all of them, but I do have to say the lemon is delicious. But my favorite is going to be the Southern Sweet Tea. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is a BCAA that's sweet tea flavored going to taste? Well, if you're from Tennessee, like I am, and you love sweet tea, like it is spot on. It's like a delicious Georgia sweet tea with like a little bit of like lemon hint almost to it, like just how your mom would make it. I mean, this stuff is delicious.
And I mean, come on, like talk about just filling up a gallon and drinking water that way, and without all the sugar of sweet tea. Like, heck, that could be a good product for someone who just wants something to drink during the day or is trying to cut back on like sugary drinks.
Exactly. And they do have their original formula, but they also make one that is caffeinated, where you get about 150 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, he just reminded me of something I used to do all the time. So they have like a coffee. It's like an iced vanilla one with 150 caffeine. Whenever I used to work out really early and I wasn't like necessarily prioritizing muscle gain, so I didn't like to have a big breakfast, I would do 3/4 of a scoop of Athlete's Recovery protein with a full scoop of that. Also, I didn't want to be drinking 20 different things in the morning. So I would just drink that like in the morning, and that's it. I wouldn't do extra pre-workout, wouldn't do like a full breakfast, but it tastes so good, and it is like a really good energy, plus the BCAAs.
Definitely. That sounds awesome, honestly.
Really
and
good.
It cuts back on how many drinks you're going to have to drink. It's easy to end up with 10 or 12 different supplements you're drinking after and during a workout. Now, with these, I feel like we've almost gone in order of like the most full, like starting off with the most basic and then leading into the more heavy duty for this last one here. It's definitely going to be our favorite, I would say.
Yes. So this one's RPG. It's by Millennium. So this company is the same one that makes that Athlete's Recovery protein shake I was just talking about, which our dad, Eddie, actually helped formulate.
That's right.
So we have been working with Millennium for a long time, and for good reason. They're a very good quality company. They do all their testing, all their research. They make sure they always have the best ingredients. Sometimes they'll even run out of their product because if they can't find the exact ingredient from the place they want, they don't make it. They don't just go buy it from somewhere else. And that might be a little bit annoying, but it's actually a very, very good thing. But this one is just loaded. It's got their AgiPure glutamine in here. It's got a little bit of tart cherry for muscle recovery and soreness.
Great for joints as well.
It's got some NAC, blueberry powder, some electrolytes. So it is pretty loaded
Definitely
up.
a full spectrum recovery supplement. Another thing that our dad Eddie really loves about it is there's almost no sucralose in there. They're almost completely stevia, which is what they're switching over to. No artificial dyes, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. And I still think it tastes amazing, to be honest with you. The Bubba Punch,
so good.
It has to be my favorite. They've got 3 flavors out there, the green apple, the Bubba Punch, and the Warrior Melon. Now, all of them I haven't had one that wasn't good, but I would say that the Bubba Punch really stands out as the best.
Yeah, it's straight Hawaiian fruit punch. It's good.
Right. And then, I mean, honestly, I feel the most, I would say, recovery benefits from that one. I really noticed the glutamine in there. Millennium actually, exactly. The tart cherry makes it easier on your joints, especially if you're like you and you're doing some like powerlifting stuff in there. Definitely can put a strain on the joints. But yeah, I mean, these are just a sample of some of the amino acids we have. This is by no means our whole selection.
Yes.
I know a lot of you out there are big Redcon fans. We have all their amino acid supplements along with many others. If you want to come by the shop to find out a little bit more, I'm Brandon, and I'll be at the West Knoxville shop Monday through Friday almost every week.
Yeah, I'm pretty much downtown every day. I do kind of bounce back and forth between the two. And, these are just the ones that we are extremely passionate about.
Right. These are just our favorites.
If you want to talk more about what might be right for you and your goals, definitely come in and let us know.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We really enjoyed doing this. Let us know if you like this and any other videos you'd like to see.
Right. Any ideas?
Subscribe.
We'd love more ideas and stuff. And
for sure. We've been loving doing this, especially in this time where, not as much face-to-face contact. We think it's a really good way to kind of communicate with you guys still.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.